There's been a lot of talk on my channel around the idea of a live Sam of Somalia show every week, and what's coming up in 2017. Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Sam and welcome back to another video with me here at Sam of Somalia. So that's all the stuff that we've got coming up for you today. As I say, this is the end of the year, this is the end of 2016. It's been a little bit mad for me, really, 2016, obviously started YouTube and I've had a little boy, had a son. It wasn't this year that I got married last year, but lost a job, had a few jobs, moved to Cornwall, probably moving back to London. But yeah, let's get on with it then, shall we? So we're going to be talking through a couple of things today. We're going to be talking through the idea of a live Sam of Somalia show because I suggested it in one of my videos. I just put it out there. I just said, look, I've been watching some live shows recently and I think that they're just really cool. They're just a really nice way to interact with your community and also it's just more real, really. It's more real. You guys get to check in with unpolished Sam. Not that Sam is particularly a polished type of guy, but it's not like I edit my videos a lot anyway or anything like that. But except my Somali with Sam videos, my Somali language videos, I often put up text and stuff like that. But anyway, regardless, it'd be much nicer just kind of have a live video, and I'll plan to stream it live on Facebook as well. If any of you guys haven't gone over to my Facebook and like my Facebook, then please do. Sometimes I'd use that for more kind of forum type stuff. Like a thing I've been chatting with the guys over there about recently is why isn't there a GCSE in Somali? Obviously in the UK we have GCSEs, those are our qualifications here in the UK. There's GCSE Urdu, there's GCSE Bengali, there's GCSE other community languages like, Polish and Portuguese, but there's no GCSE Somali, and there's certainly the numbers for it, but it's just not accommodated yet. Anyway, we're having a discussion about that, so if you're interested in discussions like that, head over to the Facebook. So, as I was saying, the Sam of Somalia live show, I'm planning on starting it from next week. I did want to start it today, but there's some other, encoding, there's some software that you need to get, so I'll make sure that's all sorted out for next week. It is going to be Saturdays from 7 p.m. Saturdays from 7 p.m. I'll start it off weekly and see how it goes, inshallah, but Saturday from 7 p.m, put it in your calendar, scribble it into your calendar, your Google Calendar or your whatever calendar you use, scribble it in, make sure that you're there so that we can, go live 7 p.m. on Saturday. Because there's been enough of you who have emailed me and said, yo, Sam, that sounds shock off your an, so we'll do it, inshallah. Another thing that I want to announce to you guys is that my book has been published. My Sam of Somalia Diary, the Sam of Somalia Diary, has been published. It's quite a small book. I haven't made it really wordy. I've done it. It's about 10,000 words, perhaps about 10,000 words. Quite a small little book, which is made up of sort of 5 or 6 chapters, I think, and it includes generally just my journey from living in Cornwall, growing up here, up to, building a YouTube channel that hit 6,000 subscribers relatively quickly, and about the journey to learning Somali and marrying into another culture and stuff like that, completely from a outsider, non-Somali perspective, which has been really cool. So that's published, that's done anyway. That's published. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit. I'm going to do a Patreon video specifically when I'm going to talk about whether I'm charging for my books and stuff, because really in my heart I would love to make things just free for you guys, really. There have been times in my life when I've been able to get value from things, but I've just not had the money to pay for it. If you're in financial difficulty, which most of us in this country are, quite frankly, if you're in that position, then, you don't really want to be thinking about spending £5 on a book when it's difficult to feed your little boy, in my case. So I'm hoping to at least make the ebook free for you guys. I at least want to make it free for you guys. And by the time this video goes up, I should have sorted out the pricing and stuff, but it's done. The video, the book is done, as I say. So by the time this video goes up, that should be good, and I'll leave links in the description to it. There'll be Amazon links, be published on Amazon. The Kindle and the paperback will both be available, inshallah. So that's the next thing. And then website. Website is done. Spent a little while designing the website and everything. I've never had a website associated with my YouTube channel, but I thought it'd be really cool because I have plans to kind of start creating Somali language learning resources, because I have a bit of experience in that. Obviously, having been I'm an ex-primary school teacher, and I've spent a lot of my life developing developing resources and materials for teaching Arabic. If you're interested in a book as well, there's another one that I published today actually. I have an Arabic with Sam, book 1. So you can go ahead and get that. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. That's a book that's available on Amazon too. So anyway, I'm planning to use my skills that I've developed through that towards Somali, because there are a lot of people who obviously want to raise their children speaking Somali and have them really confident in Somali who don't live in Somalia. So creating packs of flashcards for learning Somali vocabulary, having some workbooks to develop grammar and stuff like that and become more like acquainted with formal Somali language. Some resources like that would be really like my goal. Like immediately I'm more focused on learning. Like, you know, you should be learning for a long time before you start, you know, teaching and creating and stuff like that. But at the moment it's all about just kind of documenting the learning and stuff like that. So what else have I got for you guys? Yeah, Sam of Somalia show, website. I didn't mention my mailing list. Actually, I'm going to create a mailing list. As I said earlier, like it's not to sell stuff to you. Like, I've got a lot of friends who are in this like online business game, and you guys might not realize it, but a lot of people are trying to capture your emails to sell you stuff. And I'm going to promise you I'm never ever going to do that to you guys. Yeah, but there's going to be a mailing list just for you guys if you're interested in the sort of stuff that I'm up to and the sort of videos that I'm making and blogs that I'm writing, guest blogs that I'm doing, people and channels who are interviewing me and stuff, then you'll get to have access to all of that stuff for free. So if you want to sign up to the mailing list as well, then go over to the website. I'll leave a link to that in the description too. Loads of stuff launching tonight. Been working hard for ages on loads of this stuff, and it's all kind of coming in one go. Yeah. So some of the stuff I'll try to ease in a little bit. Like I was planning on telling you guys about my Snapchat as well now, but I don't really know how to use it. I mean, I'm trying really hard. I've got a Sam of Somalia Snapchat, and I know that so many of you guys are over there on Snapchat, and it would be so good for my channel for me to be on Snapchat, but I just can't get it. I've got a 13-year-old sister-in-law, and she's helping me out a lot, actually. Huge shout out to Safa, mashallah. She's been helping me out a lot on my Snapchat. I was asking her questions and stuff on how on earth do we use it and why have I got a pair of dog ears all of a sudden. You know, it's all very new to me on that, but we'll get on it. Sam of Somalia will get on Snapchat soon, don't worry about that. So we've got a mailing list, we've got a book, we've got Sam of Somalia show. The only 2 things left to talk about are publishing schedule going into 2017 and a potential name change for my channel. I want to put this out there. I'll maybe put this out there on my Facebook as well, actually. I'll put an official kind of forum, an official kind of poll on it and see what you guys think. First thing I'll talk about is publishing schedule. Coming into 2017, I want to have a more consistent schedule for you guys. I want you guys to know that on what day you'll get certain content, and I also want to make it a routine for myself. So recently, I've been publishing almost daily content. There's been maybe a couple of days or a day or so in between my videos recently, but what I have in mind, let me have a look at it. What I have in mind is for Wednesdays to do Somali history. You guys seem to quite like my history videos, especially like my Somali scripts through history. Those seem to be really popular, which is really cool. On Wednesdays, do Sam Somalia book corner. I had a really, really good response from you guys when I reviewed Africa. When I reviewed my Africa book, and a lot of people have written to me as well and said, I've got this book about Somalia I'd like you to review, I've got this book and that book about Somalia, about learning Somali and stuff like that. So we'll do that, and then when I progress through learning Somali a little bit, we'll maybe have Somali language books, because that's something I'd really like to do. I'd like to raise more awareness and promote Somali literature itself, Somali literature. So that's what we'll get to at one point. That's kind of that's the dream, that's the plan. Friday, Jum'ah reminders. I really enjoyed doing that video, the Quran ka Kareem ka video. So maybe every week on Fridays, I'll just give you an ayah from the Quran in Somali, and I'll talk about how it applies to my channel or my work, or give some advice from it, inshallah. Saturdays, as I said, Sam of Somalia show. At what time? 7 o'clock. Those of you guys who knew that straight away, see you then. 7 p.m. on Saturday, live Sam of Somalia show. And then on Sunday, there'll just be Somali with Sam. There'll be Somali with Sam, which is just Somali language videos. That's what we do on Sunday. I have one coming up for you tomorrow, by the way. That'll start literally from tomorrow. I have one coming up for you tomorrow for Somali language, and I deliberately call it Somali with Sam because it's almost like we're learning Somali together. I'm kind of uncomfortable really at my level. Even though I speak a bit of Somali, yeah. Like I'm alright at Somali, but like, I'm uncomfortable putting myself in like a teacher position because it's not really me. It's not really true to what I do on here anyway, and it's more just kind of sharing with you guys what I'm up to and things that I'm learning myself as I go along. So that playlist that I'm creating for you guys on Sundays is going to be called Somali with Sam. So I wanted to ask you guys. This is like question of the day. I'm going to start doing more of that as well, question of the day. Just try to encourage us to kind of interact a little bit more, especially over on Facebook and stuff too. What about, like, instead of being Sam of Somalia, just be Somali with Sam? Because I've never been to Somalia. And when I first started creating videos, like, I didn't really ever plan for people to care about my videos the way that you guys do. Like, it's so humbling and it's so beautiful, and, like, I owe it entirely to you guys, like, you know, praise and thanks is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before anyone, of course, but I'm really, really grateful to you guys who have supported me and have, like, come on board, especially you guys who are supporting me financially on Patreon now. Like, that's really, really beautiful. I've got 2 of you guys, which I really, really appreciate that. And, yeah, so when I created this channel, as I was saying, like, I wasn't expecting it to get the attention that it did. I certainly wasn't expecting to be welcomed onto some of the biggest social media, some of the biggest Somali media platforms in the West, like, you know, like being invited by our sister Hodan onto Integration TV and by our brother Abdul Hafiz over on Universal Somali TV, and that was really beautiful that I was accepted like that and my work was appreciated like that. And so in the beginning, like, I just thought I needed like a catchy name. Like in the beginning, like I'd heard like Lawrence of Arabia was like a white guy like me from the countryside or whatever who learned Arabic and went there and stuff and immersed himself in that culture completely, kind of. I didn't really even take into account like the political reality and how like Lawrence of Arabia, we don't consider him a good guy, yeah. Like, he's not a good guy. Like, so it's not like I was trying to mimic him in any way. Like, it wasn't like I was trying to be a member of the British Empire and use like knowledge of a culture and language to have some sort of objective like he did. But I just, like, Lawrence of Arabia is catchy and stuff, so I just thought, oh, Sam of Somalia is quite catchy and stuff. But I don't know if it is really true to what I do. I don't really know if it's really true to the objectives that I have, because like those of you guys who know me and have been with me for a little while, you know that I love learning languages. Like, I love learning Somali and I love teaching languages, and it might be more true to like who I am and might be more true to my channel for me to call it Somali with Sam. And that's certainly what I'm going to be calling the series of like products and stuff, like when I create flashcards and posters and, you know, workbooks and maybe like bilingual reading books for the kids and stuff too. Like, I'll call those products Somali with Sam products. Like, I won't call those Sam of Somalia products. So it's just about whether to call the whole thing, you know, Somali with Sam rather than Sam of Somalia. I don't know what I do with all my videos where I do my Sam of Somalia intro. Maybe just keep them. Well, I would just keep them, but I don't know if I'd need to do any editing to them. And besides, I think you guys know me anyway. Like, I don't know if I really need to worry about that too much, but it'd be good to hear your advice, be good to hear your feedback and stuff like that. I mean, while I'm still a relatively small channel, I mean, almost at 7,000 subs, like, relatively small channel, it's not a big deal for me to change the name of my channel or anything like that. I already, you know, the website is already set up to be, you know, samofsomalia.com, but it shouldn't be a problem, really. Yeah, anyway, so, that's pretty much everything from me for today. Only 13 minutes so far I've been talking at you for. Thought it'll be a lot longer than that. So this is kind of like, I mean, this is kind of like the intro, kind of an insight into what the Sam of Somalia show might look like. You know, it's going to be live, completely uncut, obviously. I'm going to have guests quite often. I mean, I'd like maybe a family member to be like my first guest, like my mum or something to be my first guest, and we'd take questions from you guys in the live feed. Because when you do like live YouTube videos, when you stream on YouTube, there can be like live chat, there'd be live comments and stuff, so we could take questions and stuff like that, which would be really cool. Yeah, so that's everything. Make sure that you guys check out the publishing schedule. Make sure what days you're interested in certain types of content and stuff. And because the thing is, I'm going to be putting out that content. Yeah, like I'm building this around stuff that I genuinely love to make videos about. Like whether even if 4 people turn up to watch my videos, I will love to make these videos and stuff too. So, yeah. So that's everything from me for now, I think. There'll be some more videos coming quite soon about more kind of structural stuff about around what I'm doing, things like, as I say, social medias that I'm using. The live Sam of Somalia show will probably end up as a podcast too, but I want to do things fairly gradually for you guys, inshallah. Like have a live show, then a little while later start a blog, and then a little while later start a podcast, and just feel what you guys really want from this. So really, really open to doing all of those things. Like I've had some people speak to me already and say, our videos, we're not really into them. Like, we prefer podcasts. Maybe you think I'm just really ugly. I don't know. You don't want to look at me. You just want to hear my voice. But yeah. So those are all the things that are coming up. If you forgot any of it, have a little look through the video. But don't forget to go to the description as well. Have a look at my book. If it's the sort of thing you think you'd enjoy, then please go ahead and purchase it, inshallah. If you do want to contribute anything, I'm going to make it free. I'm going to make the ebook free at least. If you do want to contribute anything for it, if you're in a position to, then please just go over to my Patreon and make a contribution to me, inshallah. Because really, I only really want you to if you really get value from it and you're in a position to pay. If you're not, then I don't want you to. I want you to have it for free. So I'm going to leave it like that's the way that it's going to be, and that's everything from me from now. So obviously, before I go, a big assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and of course not excluding Nabagilio.